Hi, my name is Carlo Fabian, and I'm running 100 miles for Josh Merriman and the foundation created in his memory to raise awareness for mental health. The race is in Akron, Ohio. It's the Canal Corridor 100. It's on October 9th, and the official start time is at 5 a.m. You know, that's a great question. I wish I knew the true answer to that. My preparation is just straight up running 6 times a week, anywhere from about 8 to potentially 20 miles. And it's every day, it's one foot in front of the other, you know. Some days are better days. I don't know. When we get out there, we're just gonna hope that it goes good. If it goes bad, we're gonna be in a lot of pain, but we're gonna keep pushing forward. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a great day, regardless. You know, this is about something so much bigger than myself, and everything that I go through that day is gonna be 100% worth it, 10 times over, and I'm excited for it. I technically did read one training plan, but like, it required me to start like a year and a half ago, and Lord knows that Carlo didn't start a year and a half ago. Realistically, I think I can do it in 19 hours. The race starts at 5 a.m. I'd love to be done at midnight that day. The thought of running into another day is pretty scary, but not uncommon, especially for this distance. My ambitious goal is 17 hours, which I think is possible. This is a very flat course, a lot more speed friendly. But realistically, I think I'll be in that 19 to 20 hour. But at the end of the day, the time limit or the cutoff time is 30 hours. I think I should come in well under that, assuming any serious injuries. But even that's probably not going to stop me. Essentially, 19 hours is like the true goal time. I do have my ambitious goal of sub 17. There's going to be a lot of fast runners out there. There's going to be a lot of people running this race, so I should never really be alone. Yeah, that's probably what we're looking at. It just all started with me just getting out of my comfort zone. All my life, I've been a short distance runner, you know, fast speed, you know. I ran track throughout college, quarter mile, that's 1 lap around the track, you know, and that's just where I excelled in. And then after I graduated college and everything, it's like, well, what else do you do? I was like, well, everyone likes to put a marathon on their bucket list. So I did a marathon, you know. It was a good time. And then I was like, okay, let me try one more time. Let's try to go a little bit faster this time. Let's actually train for it the right way and whatnot. Well then, as everyone knows, we went through COVID, the pandemic and everything. We're still going through it a little bit. And a lot of races were getting canceled. Well, ultras are a whole different breed of people. Nothing stops them. So there was a 50-mile race that got recommended to me. It was 25, 50, or 100. And I was like, well, I already did 26.2. I can't go back down. Like, my mind's not gonna let me do that. If I've done 26, I need to step up. So we decided to do the 50-miler, and I was like, well, this is gonna be just a challenge in itself, you know? So like, one thing that makes it easier is running for something bigger than yourself, and just knowing that a lifelong friend of mine took his own life and that they have a great foundation in his namesake and just keeping his memory alive. I was like, I can just raise money for his foundation, you know? It'll give me more motivation to really give my best effort out there. So we did 50 miles last year, you know, and it was very painful and everything, but we raised a lot of money. It inspired a lot of people. So obviously, like everything else, next step up, 100 miles. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna crush it, and we're already raising a ton of money so far. I'm hoping to raise a lot more, and hopefully I'm still walking after it's all said and done. Running mantra. Oh man, there's a lot of things that I tell myself throughout the race. A lot of it's just like, you didn't come this far to only come this far. I love that saying, because I mean, when you're out there, there's a lot of good miles, there's a lot of bad miles, and so much of this race is mental over physical. Obviously physical, you have to be prepared, but the other half the battle is definitely in your mind, and just self-talk to yourself is huge. So like, I'm always trying to tell myself like, I'm capable of doing this. There's greatness inside of me. Why can't I do this? You know, like, I'm 100% prepared. I can endure pain, you know. Like, there's just like a light at the end of the tunnel, you know, and I can see it. And it's gonna take me a while to get there, but as long as I keep putting one foot in front of the other, I'll get there eventually. No matter how much it hurts, how much it sucks, no matter how much I wanna quit. And just knowing that this is just, like I said, about so much more than myself, you know. And just offering it up for people that aren't here anymore, in particular for Josh, and just like all the people that are struggling in today's world, you know, like, you have a lot of strength inside of you. Like, this isn't what I'm good at in life, is running, you know, but I know that I can achieve great things just if I just persevere, put my mind to it, and just tell myself that I'm capable of doing it. During the 50 miler, I listened to a couple podcasts, couple motivational stuff. I don't know if I plan on doing that. I haven't done it too much on a lot of my training runs because I'm trying to be prepared not to have it. There's a chance that I do, have some motivational playlists, some music that I like that I know the lyrics to is always nice to listen to. We're looking to pick up pacers at the 50 mile mark, and that'll be nice to have a running buddy with me just to hopefully take my mind off things. But as of right now, I don't plan to listen to any music or podcasts or books or anything, but that could change, at any given time. We're gonna be in a big pack. I'm hoping to meet some more awesome people there early on, and maybe find somebody for the first 50 miles to run with. So that's where we're at with that.
Is that pretty common?
I hold a rosary in my hand. It's hard for me to focus that long on a prayer. Pray for safety, pray for all the other runners, pray that we do some good today or right before the race and everything. As for during, I kind of leave it up to everyone that's supporting me to send the prayers my way. But like I said, I put the rosary in my handheld, and it's always right there in my hand the whole time. So that's something that whenever I feel like I'm starting to get weak, I can just think that I'm holding the rosary and just everything that Jesus did for us, sacrificing his life, that he went through more pain than anything that I'm definitely going through right now. So. Everybody's at different speeds, and whatnot. A couple of guys I ran like the first 8 miles with during the 50 miler ended up just crushing the course, so I was only with them for a few miles. But then I met other people along the way, and you connect on, we have a social media kind of running app for runners or fitness, and it's called Strava, and we follow each other on there and see each other's races and their daily runs, and give them kudos and whatnot. So it's nice. It's just an awesome support group, just meeting people out there. And then just all the people at the aid stations are just going above and beyond to get you your walk, because they know you're coming in. You just went through essentially hell out there, and they can tell that you just filling up your water bottle for a runner is just such a difference maker, getting you some, whether it's a salty snack or some fruit or just about anything, or just encouragement, it just goes so far. So first off, just sending prayers my way. That's one thing that I definitely feel. Obviously, I'm training every day. There's injuries, there's soreness and everything. Just praying, just for me to have the strength to continue at all times, no matter how much I don't want to. Praying for Josh's soul, praying for his family, and just praying for everyone just that was affected by his taking of his own life. Secondly, we do have a GoFundMe where we're accepting money that goes straight to the foundation. You can find it in all the bios on my social medias and whatnot. If you could just share the story, we have a great video out there right now that's just like a little encouragement to everybody, and just saying that we're gonna go bigger this year. More than welcome. You'll see me out there. We'll have a live tracker on me that'll be shared so you can see where I'm at. Obviously it's spread out over 100 miles. It's gonna be a long day, so you can show up at any time. You just gotta figure out where I'm at, which I'll have a little game plan for anybody that wants to come out and support. Or my sister will be there, my head crew chief. She'll be able to update anybody. It's hey, where's Carlo at? Where can I best see him? There'll definitely be opportunities for you to get out there on the course, to cheer me along, make a sign, just yell at me, just let me know you're there. Any point where I see somebody that's a familiar face or smiling face, it's gonna be just such a morale boost, because I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of lows out there and a lot of highs, but everything will just be the difference maker that day, whether it's mile 1 or mile 90,